Hi everybody, welcome to Love Lessons TV. I'm Jayc Ryder, your host, and on this episode, we're talking today about what to do if I love them and they don't love me. Now, in our previous episode, we were talking about how to know if somebody loves you. What about when it's over? Or what about if it hasn't happened at all? What do you do? You see, you're out there. Yeah, all dressed up and looking all gorgeous, and we're being attentive, we're being flirty, we're having fun. Hi, look at me, look at me. I want you to love me because I love you. Come on. Hi, can I do that for you? Oh, look, can I give you this? Oh, please give me attention. You know the game that we play when we want to attract somebody. Well, with that game comes rejection. And unfortunately, we then have to handle that rejection. Now, in some cases, hi, I really want you to love me. Please love me. Please, please, go on. I'll be your best friend. We're BFFs. Come on, you can love me. Come on, I know you can. I know you want to. I know you want to. I know you want to. What do you mean you don't love me? Yeah, we've all seen that. The persistent, please give me attention. That person that, but you have to love me. You have to love me. We've seen these kinds of people before. So, how do we handle those kinds of people? Especially if we're that kind of person and the person that we want to love us doesn't reciprocate. They don't give us that love back. What do we do? Well, we can always feel rejected. Turn to, in my case, coffee. But in many other cases, people will turn to drink, alcohol, drugs, sexual excesses, food, comfort eating, depression, medical drugs. They'll turn to other things to put their attention to help them feel better. They'll feel rejected. They'll feel disappointed. They'll feel dejected and they'll feel worthless. Well, they'll actually go through the stages of grief. You see, when you're in love with somebody, and this is what happens when a lot of marriages end. One partner is still in love with the other, and the one who has ended the relationship, they've gone. They left months before the relationship ended. They fell out of love months before they left. And it's a typical scenario. I see it all the time. We see people who the marriages appear to be going well, or the relationship appears to be going well on the surface. Yet underneath, one of the partners is drowning. And then that partner makes the choice to stop drowning and leaves. And how is that person who's left, how are they meant to cope? How are they meant to handle that feeling of rejection? How can they accept it? Well, the first thing you've got to understand is that when you go through that period of rejection, you're actually going to go through the phases of grief. And as you work through those phases and stages of grief as though someone has died, you're going to feel sadness, empathy, anger. And you'll finally get through to acceptance. There'll be disbelief in there as well. And you'll hold on to these stages as much as you can. Disbelief is a really popular one. I still love you, please. Please, you've got to keep loving me. Please. See, unfortunately, this is where we get it all wrong. You see, if someone does not love you and you're in love with them, turn it around. Turn it to where it matters the most and start loving you more than you ever loved them. Date yourself. Flirt with yourself. Tell yourself how beautiful you are. Look in the mirror and go, oh, you're so beautiful. Man, you're handsome. You're looking really good today. I love me. And start taking care of yourself. Start honoring your body. Moisturize. Eat well. Sleep. Exercise. Be happy. This is what you do when you love somebody that doesn't love you back. You turn that love around. You turn it so that it happens for you. You turn it so that when you look at yourself, you love you. Because the minute that you are loving you, that is when the people or the person who is meant to love you can come along into your life. When you love you. Yes, it's sad when a relationship ends. Yes, it's sad when marriages break up and families are split apart. But do you know what matters most of all? Is that each person loves themselves afterwards. And they move into that place of love and then they continue and learn from it. And this is the part, this is why Love Lessons is here today. Because I want to teach people how to love. I've had my own share of heartbreak. I've had my own share of relationships that have ended. And right now, I'm in love. I'm in love with me and I'm in love with someone else. And I tell you, this is different to any relationship that I have ever been in. I have learned the lesson. I've learned not to make my partner my world. I've learned to make me my world and enable it for my partner to share that, for the person that I love to share that, to want to be part of my world, and for her to live her world, to be the best she can be, to be passionate at what she does, to be amazing at what she does, and for me to be amazing at what I do. Love is about loving you. So if somebody doesn't love you, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you love you first. And if you're feeling rejected, and if your marriage has come to an end, or your relationship has come to an end, or your friendship has come to an end, don't let them stop you loving you. Spend the time to love you. Look after yourself physically, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. And watch how love looks after you. That's it for today's episode. I'm Jayc Ryder, your host. We'll see you on the next episode of Love Lessons TV. Mwah! Stay in love.